Artistic evolution. Andrea Arban's artistic journey began with sculpture, a medium he embraced in the 1980s to give form to an inner urgency. His early works, austere and essential, sought not perfection of form, but the intensity of gesture. Fragile, elongated bodies, reduced to their essence, capable of expressing human vulnerability and existential unease. Over time, sculpture became not an end in itself, but a point of departure. Space, once a container, gradually turned into the very substance of the work. This shift led Arban to installations, environments that envelop the viewer, where the individual dimension becomes collective and matter expands into lived experience. These installations, often marked by symbolic elements such as mannequins, gas masks, and decontextualized everyday objects, are conceived as sites of memory and reflection, places where the viewer is not a passive observer, but an active participant. The natural outcome of this path was performance. Here, gesture and human presence became the artwork itself, not an object to be contemplated, but a shared action unfolding in time. In line with the Duchampian vision, for Arban art is not an aesthetic matter, but a personal one, an act that connects the artist, space, and audience. Performance thus becomes a moment of revelation, an ephemeral experience capable of leaving lasting traces in memory, where what matters is not the object produced, but the inner transformation it provokes. This vision finds a natural continuation in writing. Words become another tool to give voice to the same inquiry that shapes his sculptures, installations, and performances, exploring fragility, memory, and the hidden zones of human existence. In his novels Puritas Maxima and Electra, Arban extends his artistic path into the literary field, where narrative language becomes a space for psychological and social investigation. Writing, like his other forms of expression, is a personal and necessary act, capable of transforming individual experience into universal reflection. In recent years, Arban's research has also embraced the digital dimension, with the creation of NFT collections on Rarible.com. These works represent a further evolution of his practice, where the virtual space becomes a new territory for artistic experimentation. The NFTs are not conceived as isolated digital objects, but as part of a broader process that connects the immaterial and the tangible. Many of these works exist simultaneously as digital artworks and physical installations, exhibited in galleries and accompanied by certificates of authenticity and QR codes that link them to the blockchain. This dual nature, real and virtual, extends the dialogue between art and audience, reaffirming Arban's belief that art is above all a personal experience, yet one that finds new forms of sharing in contemporary society.